Welcome agents to this Ingress video where we're going to have a look at MU and just how much we can gain in 15 minutes. The previous record on this channel was 11 million, and so we're going to try and beat that using two very rare battle beacons now. Without any of my usual preamble then, we're going to go straight into the action, and you can see that we've already put an apex on and we've already put the first very rare battle beacon on the first portal. So the first portal then that you saw was green, so we're deploying on the green portal. It's not flipping straight away, and we're working our way down the spine. We're working our way down the spine, starting with the longest throws first, so the two opposing anchors, and then working our way down the spine. That means that you get 2 fields per throw rather than just one. I know that some agents prefer not to link the spine together because if the fields get taken down, then it doesn't block anything else afterwards. If you want to play like that, absolutely fantastic. We're going to go for a little bit of AP as well as the MU today. So if you're watching closely and you're counting all the portals that are on this spine, you'll find that there are 19 portals. And yeah, they flick around a little bit. It's just a bit of a glitch going on because the game can't keep up with the throws, unfortunately. But 19 portals and approximately 95,000 MU per field being created there as well. And so if you want to go a little bit further with the maths then, you've got 95,000 MU per throw, and 19 times, if you times that together, you get 1,805,000, and you're going to do that 10 times with 2 battle beacons, so 5 times per battle beacon. That equates to a total of 18,050,000 MU. Hopefully that will achieve by the end of this video. You will also notice that the second battle beacon has just been placed, and you have to be very careful with this because timing is very key in this one. You'll notice in the future of this video that sometimes we're just about running out of time when the last throws have been made. So that second battle beacon was placed exactly at 1 minute 30 on the first battle beacon, and now we've got a little bit of a waiting game, waiting for the first one to flip. And obviously then we're going to start throwing from the second battle beacon and keep going in between the two of them. So it will be pretty quick paced after this initial wait of 1 minute and 30 seconds. I'll also point out then that if you're thinking where on earth are these very rare battle beacons and how can I get them, you can only get them once you are level 16, and if you're not level 16 they are not available to you. They also come in your core subscription if you are subscribed, but only if you've recursed. So there is a benefit to recursing, and that is that you get very rare battle beacons as part of your core subscription, which obviously costs £5 in the shop. So maybe it's worth it for that and that alone. Some people think it is, but if you're not that kind of player, then obviously it's not. But yeah, definitely there is a benefit to recursing if you're subscribed to the core membership. And as you can see, the red flashing light on that battle beacon means that it's pretty much due to flip, and there it goes. You can see that it's turned blue, which means that we go straight to the other one and throw our fields from this one. So after that quite long wait of 1 minute and 30 seconds, now the game becomes a little bit more chaotic because we only have another 1 minute and 30 seconds, but this time we have to throw all of our fields. And not only that, we have to neutralize the other portal and set it up, which means deploying the 8 resonators and 2 more soft banks in preparation to throw the next set of fields when the current battle beacon flips over. So throughout this video then, you're going to notice that timings are going to be really quite tight, which means that we're going to have very little time in between each of the battle beacons to make sure that we've got all the portals set up and ready to go. Sometimes this is going to be as little as 5 to 10 seconds, which means that you really can't afford to mess around. So we're going to use level 8 bursters, definitely. We're not going to do daft things like picking up those keys because we've got enough in our inventory anyway, and there's no point. We can pick them up afterwards and use them another time. So in this case, you can see then the procedure. It's a case of destroy those resonators, deploy some more resonators into place, obviously get those mods on and start throwing again when the current battle beacon flips, which allows us to throw those fields because there's none in the way. And there you can see that we have just about got that one ready and set up with around about 4 or 5 seconds on this one before it flips, a very short amount of time. So you might be thinking then, well, what's the point in doing 2 back to back if an Apex lasts for 30 minutes and a battle beacon lasts for 15. You could quite happily do one after the other and not have to race like we're doing in this one right now. And it's a really good question. I think actually what you could do is 2 sets of 2 and make more use of the Apex, and that would be absolutely fantastic if you've got the right setup of the portals in your area. In this case we don't. There are only 3 portals that we can use here with battle beacons, so after this it would be possible on that 3rd one to actually put another battle beacon on and get more use out of the Apex than just 2. And so that's one of the possibilities. In this case we're not doing that because we just don't need to. In this case we've got more than enough AP for a lifetime, and it's not a case of getting lots of AP, it's just demonstrating the limits of ingress and what can be done in a short space of time, in this case in 15 minutes or slightly over 15 minutes, to maximize your point scoring in a set time. I would certainly love to hear it if you've got a story about using battle beacons and you get a little bit more efficiency out of them than we do. That'd be fantastic. If you want to leave a comment, I always reply to those comments, so I'd love to hear it, definitely. I think one of the great visual things about using battle beacons like this and getting lots and lots of fields on them is when actually all those keys drop at the end of them. I like seeing the stack of keys by the end of them as well. So by the end of this video, you notice that the keys around these battle beacons are going to be piled up in great heaps basically, and obviously we're going to pick them up afterwards and make use of them another time. Not in this video certainly, and not in this evening even, but I like the visual of having all those keys just mounting and mounting all the time, definitely. With that being said then, I'll come to the end of my commentary and I'll keep the music going, and you can have a look at the rest of the fields being thrown from these 2 battle beacons in tandem. Be assured by the end of this video and by the end of these 2 battle beacons that there is way more than 18 million AP going on right now, which is a record for the channel, and it is definitely pushing the limits of what we have in our area, what we can do in such a short space of time as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to leave a comment, then also fantastic, I'll definitely reply to it, and I hope it's inspired you to do something similar in your own area.